Guys, sit down. Shut the fuck up. The news is on.
We're back, baby, for a fourth week in a row.
Episode 4. 1 month. 28 days to break a habit.
Holy shit.
What's happening?
Mate, I am a little bit dusty. A bit dustier than I am most episodes. Probably the only episode I'm doing, a little bit dusty, actually.
You went to the footy last night.
I did. It was good. It was awesome. And I got some yarns for you. But I'd love to rip into your week that was.
So, good week. Hey, guys, by the way.
Welcome back.
Thank you for joining us for the news again. Daily Blue Weekly, coming to you live from Gabe's house.
Yeah, it's a epic studio, I swear.
It's good. Good week, mate. Good week. Big weekend again last weekend. It was one of the ones where I said, enough's enough. I'm having a break off the piss. I'm done. We had a race day with the footy boys on Saturday. So, early start. Premier Hotel, 10 a.m. Was there banging on the door like 9:58.
Open up.
Yeah, it was really windy too. So I was like,
fuck, it was blowing, wasn't it?
So I wanted to get out the wind, but I really wanted a schooner too. So drinking in the wind all day and really good day. Won no money.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about horses.
You just go off the names.
We were picking names. We were like, also with a team of blokes that just didn't know anything about horses. So did not win a cent all day, but had lots of fun.
That's the beauty of gambling.
That's it. Gamble responsibly. Shit face, like hammered drunk. For the first time in a long time, a bit of anxiety on Sunday. I thought I'd outgrown it. I just would wake up and be like, is what it is. But I was pretty up and on Saturday. We went to
anything specific, or you just like, oh mate, I fucking made a mess of myself.
Just annoying people. I think. Yeah. Just collaring people and being like, I fucking love you, man.
We were only ripping on them last week too.
I did it. It was me. and then I was laying there on Sunday. I was like, you're 31. You shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, you always think about your age.
Yeah, I was like, you need to grow up. You don't own a house or have kids. You're just getting shit-faced at Newcastle races still. What the fuck are you doing?
And then Friday comes around, you're like, I'm fucking
Well, I've had a big week and I just asked you then, do you have any alcohol here?
Yeah, that is
I went to get a bottle of water and I said, hey, whose are these ciders? Yeah. I would love one of these ciders. And then I said, no, have a spell. So, but it's been a good week. Same thing, mate. Just fucking busy, eh?
Yeah, you're coming again live after a big drive back from out of town.
Yeah, come in hot from another road trip for work. 8 probably, I'm going to say it, the best pie I've ever had. It's going to be in next week's Choose.
Okay, stay tuned.
So, and that's not overstating it. This thing was fucking, I will show you after.
Yeah.
I will show you after the show. And you guys will see it next week.
So do we have to wait until next week to reveal where it was from? I suppose it'd be better.
Well, it was in Uralla. It was in Uralla where I was for work. But I'm not overstating this, guys. This was the best pie I've ever had. Fucking crazy thing to say, I know, but I did have the best pie I've ever had today. I did get pulled over by the police on the way home at a truck stop. I got a lecture off the coppers today about just crossing the I's and dotting the T's, just boring truck shit, which annoyed the fuck out of me.
Like, so were you doing anything wrong with it? Like, mate, just make it sure.
Couple of mistakes in my logbook. The guy was, to be fair, he was okay, but he was like just nerding out. Like, mate, I was like,
does your head in, doesn't it?
I was like, brother, I want
to go home.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
But that was it, mate. Week's been good. Not as much fun as you, though, by the sounds of it. You went to the Origin last night.
I did. So Wednesday day, caught the train up. Haven't been on a train in forever.
Down. You caught the train down.
Caught the train. Oh, you're one of them.
Yeah.
You have to say the direction right.
Where's Tamworth from here?
Mate,
Would you go down to Tamworth from here?
Yeah. If I'm talking to someone from Tamworth, I say, oh, yeah, I'll come down.
Geographically, is Tamworth north or south of here?
I don't know.
It's north. You would go up, and Sydney is south. You go down. It bothers me. I hate that stuff.
No, I hate you, cunt. People like you are so nitpicky with that shit.
That's not nitpicky. That's just like general directions. Does it say dumb saying going down to Tamworth?
Well, so if you're living wherever, somewhere north of me here.
No, but that's like not a little thing. You're thinking like a suburb. If I said like, yeah, that doesn't matter.
Are you coming across to me?
Well, no, but that's not what I'm saying.
So, where's Sydney from here?
South.
All right. I was heading southbound to Sydney.
You just went down to Sydney. You didn't go up to Sydney. You went down to Sydney.
Okay. I was heading south to Sydney. Get your mic up, you fuckhead. Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you had it the whole time. Yes, I was heading down to Sydney, and hadn't been on a train in forever. And it wigs me out that people do that every fucking day, bro. People catch from
commute
Sydney to Newy to...
It's absolutely mind-blowing. Shout out anyone that's listening.
Big respect.
If you're listening to this, people could listen to this on the commute.
They probably are.
But nuts. Absolutely insane. Every single day.
Bro, like people who work fucking proper jobs like you who...
I wouldn't do this if I had to commute.
That's what I mean. But like you drive to work, you get home, and like you have some downtime. These people is wake up, commute, work, commute, sleep.
Maybe some food on the train.
Yeah. That is insane.
FaceTime your mates on the train home.
And so many people are doing that for like, they got to support people, got to make a living. I respect you huge for it.
I get on the dole before I do that.
Yeah.
I would get on the dole. If it was like, you can have 100K to commute like 16 hours a day.
Yep.
Or you could have the dole. I'd be like, dole. And I'll just sell drugs or like whatever.
And there's a couple of them pumping around.
It seems fun. You've driven past the Hamo Mish. It seems like they're having a good time there. It fucking seems like heaps of fun.
That was one thought that came to mind for my Wednesday.
Yeah.
Anyway, we get there. I'm Central Station. I'm staying right near it, which is grouse.
Nice.
Me and the boys get there, freshen up, go across to the pub that was right near us as well.
What pub? Where'd you go?
I don't know what it was called. The hotel we stayed at was called Hotel 57, which we walk in, right? And it's like, I don't know, it's got a bit of like whiskey kind of bar about. Like it's kind of dimly lit in like the foyer with like those kind of orangey kind of lights. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
bit cool.
It is, but it was cheap. Cool. It was a cheap venue though. And we're like, all right, this is kind of cool. Get there, and I'm like, all right, this is a bit cool, a bit weird. Get in the elevator, and it has like a fucking disco ball in it and music playing shit. I'm like, am I in a fucking like sex like hotel?
Like a swingers club.
A swingers, I'm suspect, and we get in the rooms, and the only thing separating the bathroom is glass.
Yeah.
And curtains. I'm like, oh, we're in a swingers.
It's a swingers hotel.
We're in a swingers hotel, and there's 4 blokes rocking up together. They think we're fucking in there for the long haul. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Yeah.
That'd be a hell night, like Origin and an orgy. That'd be a blues win into some sex. That'd be fucking nice.
Well, it would have been the only thing that could have topped my night because I fucking felt so good. Anyway, few skewies, into some Domino's, into a train to the venue.
Domino's pre.
Yeah, Tom, I just wanted to have a bit of feed on the way there, get on the train because it's like 40 minutes to Accor, it's called now, isn't it?
Yes.
And Stadium. There's a pub / I guess it was a cafe, but when it's not a pub, right before the stadium.
Yep.
And we're like, we'll go in, we'll have a beer. Spot Fletch from Fletch and Hindy just poking
Brian Fletcher.
Brian Fletcher.
The man.
Now, he's at a table talking to people. I've had a few skewies, and I'm going like this is before in the venue. I'm like, oh, yeah, to him. I got the thing. I'm like, oh, Fletch. And he doesn't look for a second. I'm like, I'm just going to leave that. I'll take the L there. I'll leave it. He's talking to people. I just wanted to say g'day anyway.
Yell louder.
Yeah, well, it gets better. We go in, $10 for a fucking VB, bro.
You obviously don't go out much. That's just what...
Sydney.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And then...
In a plastic cup probably too.
No, they gave us tins, which was good. They were like...
What, a schooner, you mean?
No, they were giving us tins.
So it's $10 for a can?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was the most... a VB was the most expensive thing there. The rest were middies. Even the Jim Beams were middies.
Yeah, that's they do at the footy.
Yeah.
It's all, unless you're in like corporate and that, then it's all mid-strength.
But the VB, hence why it was $10.
Yeah.
Only thing full strength there. Get yarning to some punters around there. We're having a good time, getting keen to go in. Fletch comes out, walks past where we're going. And I'm like, I'm going to go say g'day. I go up to Fletch, kind of open arm.
Slap.
Bang. One of the great daps. Great connection. Me and Fletch bonded in that moment.
Good contact.
And I just went, mate, love your work. Have a good night. Can you see it? And he goes, yeah, thanks, mate. Oi, stay off the bags.
Classic
That's all he
Fletch.
gives me.
Classic Fletch.
And I just went, oi, and he goes,
and that's rich coming from him too.
That's all I was thinking.
He's great.
Yeah, he was a really cool bloke.
Seen him at a few sportsman's lunches and stuff when they do like they just
he does a bit of MCing and stuff.
Yeah, they do like sportsman's lunches. So it's like you just go and drink all day and they just tell stories about when they played and It's like no camera phones and they let rip. It's fucking really...
Yeah, and he was giving everyone who went up and said g'day, like he was giving him his time and that, which I respect fucking heaps.
That's great.
Yeah, that was cool. Anyway, now I'm in the stadium. Fucking chock-a-block. I was saying to you off camera, off air, that like you forget how when you look at a number on a screen, you're like, oh, or if you watch YouTube, you see like 30,000 viewers. You're like, oh, that's not even like that many people. That is so many people.
Yeah.
A stadium, 70,000 people. It was fucking insane. Mexican waves, bit of Mexican waves going around, which was awesome.
Nice.
My highlight of the game, besides winning, was I go and chuck a piss with a mate while the footy's still on. We come back out and we see like Addo Khan making a break.
Yeah, nice.
And he's running toward us, and we're up on this like little bit before you walk up to your seats, and we're just like, go, Khan, go, and like he got that chip and chase. I'm sure you've seen it.
I did.
We're just on this platform, things like jumping, like hugging each other and shit. It was euphoric, bro.
Yeah, the footy Origin's is the best. Origin's
Have you been
the
to
best
a few?
footy. Yeah, I've been to a couple. But even just watching watching like the Blues go good, which has been a lean year this year. But yeah, and then when you're there, it's fucking mad.
It is. It's the best. I love Origin footy. I'm gonna go every year if I can. Even though it was dead rubber. That game to me shows that like we could have won the series.
Yeah, it's nuts because I gave us
Walker, man. Yeah, the king.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more in sport, but I mean the team and the game specifically.
Yeah.
But and then what did you kick on after the game?
Honestly, no. So actually, here's a fucking thing too. So there was a Queenslander sitting near us, a couple Queenslanders. But look, you rock up to a State of Origin game wearing your colours.
You're going to
get sprayed.
Well, I was just about to say, a few of the boys went to Brisbane for game 2.
Yeah.
In Blues jerseys.
Yep.
Went for drinks at the Caxton beforehand and just got abused.
And it was like so.
As you should. That's why you wear that's what it's about. That's the whole point of Origin. You should expect that if you're going to go behind enemy
wearing
lines,
your colours
proudly.
Yeah.
Which is to be commended. You got to expect to get fucking sprayed. That's a badge of honour. You should take that spray and go, thank you, sir, may I have another?
Yeah, exactly. And this might come as a shock to you and the listeners of the show. Little old Gabe gets a bit lippy after a few schooners.
I can't wait to see that. That excites me because I do too.
It's not my best trait, but it's a trait that I will accept about myself.
It is what it is, mate. You just got to make peace with it. Yeah, exactly. I did a long time ago. It just is what it is, mate. Don't worry about it. You're not going to change.
No, I'm not. No, I refuse. But yeah, you see some people in Queensland colours, you give them a bit of a spray, like you said, badge of honour. Now, I'm not saying this person represents all of Queensland. I would actually think, State of Origin is state versus state, mate versus mate. National anthem comes on and Welcome to Country comes on. This bloke all I'm saying is he was wearing Queensland colours, doesn't stand up.
Yeah, I mean, typical Queenslander, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone within eyeshot who was wearing blue.
Up on their feet. Respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Queenslander, probably talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So me and a mate of mine, we start giving him a bit of stick.
100%.
But at this point, you actually deserve it for not even for being
now
Queenslander.
Now it's personal.
Yeah, now you're just being a dog.
Now it's personal.
Anyway, Queensland, fucking, where we score a few tries, make a few big tackles. I'm just in his ear, yeah, good on you, mate. Fucking don't get it. Can't win unless it's in Suncorp, blah, blah, blah.
Good.
Yeah, and there's
Queensland. And he would have been going 2-0, 2-0.
He was going 2.
And you're yeah, no one cares, mate. You better get fucking 13 plus.
Exactly. End of the game rolls down, last 5 minutes. He gets up and him and whoever he's with start walking away. And
probably his sister, and he's probably passionate on the lips. It was probably a relative of his family, and he was probably, he was going back to that swingers lounge where you were staying to shag them. Oh, that's what I assume.
That's a fair take. I hit him with tell your story walking.
Classic.
Yeah. He turns around and goes, what? I said, tell your story walking, mate. And he turns around, full wants to burr up. And my other mate who was spraying him as well was like, what are you going to do? And the other bloke was like, just leave it, mate. He's like, 2-1, mate, 2, mate, come out here, calling me out and shit. And I was like, tell your story walking, mate.
Good.
And he left early.
Yeah.
Me and the boys had a great laugh about it.
Good.
And we celebrated when that fucking hooter went.
It was good to get one back. I didn't watch the game.
that I am a bit annoyed to hear, to the truth, but you were a working man who had to get up early.
We could talk about it more in sport, but I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it more in sport, but I was long gone when it came. I lasted the first. I saw Bradman's disallowed try. The disallowed one.
Worse. You fell asleep during.
Mate, I thought
you just went to bed.
Nah. I went to the pub near where we were staying. I had dinner and I went and had a shower and put it on and saw the disallowed try. And then I woke up as the boys were coming back in. I was like, what? They were like, we won. I was like, awesome. Bang, straight back to sleep. So, yeah, that was my Origin experience. Not as fun as yours by the sounds of it.
No, but I think that's the weekend that was.
Sounds fucking good.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking real good. But let's do some fucking news, eh? This is big news too. This is important stuff.
Daily Blue listeners, Daily Blue Weekly listeners. There is a man by the name of Adam22. If you don't know who this man is, he is a host of a huge podcast in America, mostly hip-hop stuff, called No Jumper, and he dates a porn star. He also recently hosts a show called Plug Talk, and I'm plugging it for you guys right now, where him and his porn star girlfriend typically interview a woman and, well, another porn star, and they do a podcast, and after the podcast, they all fuck.
Yeah. It's always chicks.
Yeah.
It's always good sorts. It's the best job ever.
His whole thing is like, he had what a lot of men would describe as the perfect relationship.
Yeah.
He gets to fuck a lot of chicks with his girlfriend, and she was monogamous to him.
Yeah. Until
he has been cucked. His partner, Leonard the Plug, has gone and fucked another man, which he publicly talks about on his podcast. And I'll put a photo on screen for you guys now to show you the first man that this woman has been with since her partner. I would have put a photo of her partner on screen now too.
Put a photo of his piece up.
Have you seen the guy that she fucked?
I've seen some of his previous work.
Oh, you're into this type of shit, are you?
I've seen what he's about.
Look, this is the final boss of who you want not to fuck your girlfriend.
It's every bloke's. It's every guy's worst nightmare.
You can fucking see that thing through the shorts.
Heat. He's packing heat. So Adam 22 has been cucked. This is big news.
Essentially, Essentially, Adam 22 has been cucked. He has then done a podcast with his girlfriend.
Afterwards? How was the vibe?
Well, I've only seen clips, and they seem pretty like chill. And obviously, he's still doing other podcasts, and all his guests are talking to him. He's like, "Bro, your chick got BBC'd." And he's like, I'm quickly learning this is the only thing I'm ever going to get to talk about.
For a little bit anyway. It's like us not talking about Origin.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty big deal, mate. Like, you're going to have to talk about it.
Bro, he gets, I think his name is Jason Love, on on FaceTime for the podcast with his girlfriend. So he pretty much asked this dude who fucked his wife, like, oh, how was it? Like, rated out of 10. Getting a fucking post-match interview.
That's nuts.
It is insane. Not a direct quote, but something along the lines from Jason Love is saying, like, yeah, like, if you guys are open to it, like, it was good. The way I see it, was a business interaction, but, like, if it was on the other foot, I don't know if I would have done it.
Yeah, no way.
The dude who fucked your wife just said, hey, bro, fair enough. I would never let anyone fuck my wife.
Why'd you do that? You idiot. Yeah, it's nuts. And I think the clips that I have seen, he's trying to be all cool about it. He's like, yeah, man, it's fucking...
Whatever.
It's what it is. It's cool. And I was like, no, you're not okay with this. It is kind of funny because he's obviously been doing the
ratio is pretty in his favour.
Yeah, and the plug talk thing where he's just like getting all these gun sorts and having sex with them with his wife is like pretty. And then that's happened to him. And he's like, I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
I'm sweet.
It's funny, like I swear it's hot.
Yeah.
She does. It's weird though. She seems so respectful. She's like, I legit wouldn't have done it if he didn't want it.
Yeah. I think it's like he's backed himself into a corner there because like he's done it. They've done it with so many chicks. If he said anything but yes, then he's a complete hypocrite.
100%.
So he has to. But that's pretty funny.
That OnlyFans.
Would
money
you
is
let your partner have sex with another guy? For real.
Be real with me, man.
Yeah. That is insane. But good on him.
It's going to be a pass for me, mate. What about you?
Not that dude. Not that guy we just looked at.
First of all, no. Second of all, never that guy.
It's nuts. That is insane behaviour. But if they're...
I'm not here to kink shame them.
If they're genuinely open to it and they're into it, then good on them. But that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's some people who do weirder shit than that, to be fair.
Yeah, that's pretty out there, though. Yeah. That's pretty out there. Fuck me. So that's your top story this week, ladies and gentlemen. Adam22 got cucked. Uber will soon know if you're drunk and could refuse to pick you up. That's a huge issue.
Say goodbye to your stock prices.
Yeah. That's nuts. So this is on rideguru.com. And they're saying Uber wants to be able to detect if you're drunk before they match you with a driver. So I'm assuming that you'll be like, yes, I'm shit-faced. And then, which like I can understand from like a driver safety point of view, but also like that's what you signed up for, mate. It's only drunk people or people who lost their licenses because they're drunk.
How many times have you been in an Uber sober?
Never.
Literally never,
unless it's the morning after and I'm getting an Uber back to get my car. Which case I'm usually pissed anyway because it's the morning after. This is insane.
Yeah, the amount of drunk Uber I've had, more fucking drunk Uber rides than hot meals, mate. Like, it's the only reason you use the thing.
Yeah, it's why it would have been invented, surely. Like, it's a German invention. They love the piss.
They do.
Like, this is nuts. And what driver's going to knock back a fare because they're drunk anyway? Like, then you're not going to get any fares.
And now you're just a taxi.
And also, what if you just say, no, I'm not drunk?
So what I like to think is because it says they're using artificial intelligence to tell whatever.
To be fair, they could probably tell by the keystrokes.
Yeah, I would like to think that they do a little quiz.
Yes.
They give you like a little trivia or like some like puzzles or something on your phone, and you have to solve them before you can get a ride.
Like the test that the coppers do, like in America, to make you like walk across the line and touch your nose.
You have to film yourself.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can see that work. Like that. Working.
It checks your call log to see if you've like called your ex. Like before, yeah. If you're going to your ex's address, it doesn't let you go.
That could be useful. That could save a lot of people some trouble. What you just came up with, we should make an app for that.
Yeah.
It logs into your riding apps, and if it's going to a certain destination, it automatically cancels it.
Automatically modify their journey. Yeah, this is stupid.
It's insane. It's dumb. It's bad business. For all I can fucking tell, I've been in some Ubers drunk, and I'm actually pretty good. Like, I'll get in an Uber, I'll be like, look, mate, like, I need the window down, and I will let you know.
Do you spew normally on car trips? Like,
I'm pretty bad for motion sickness.
Yeah.
So even like sitting on a train, bro, like I have to sit on it facing the way we're going.
Yeah, that's pretty common though. I think. Yeah.
But I don't know. Fucking being drunk in an Uber, it's just the way it's meant to be. It's the Australian way. It's the way of the world.
Yeah, and like you were saying before, it is weird being in one sober.
Yeah.
You're like, so, what's going on with the weather, mate?
Oh, bro, and like, I used to think you kind of just had to sit in the front.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, don't do that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because COVID changed all that, because I did used to sit in the front all the time. Because I feel like
it feels like polite, right?
Well, because I feel like getting in the back is treating them like a chauffeur.
And they are.
They are.
That's what I mean, but like...
But they're not. Like, if I had a hire car with a driver, I would sit in the back and be like, but I've paid $16 for an Uber. You should sit in the front and have a chat to him.
Yeah.
But you get in... But then because of COVID, they made everyone sit in the back. Now it feels weird to sit in the front.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm saying, bro. And like... it's just fucking... And it's bad enough being in the front of an Uber when you're in a group of people.
Yeah.
Because everyone in the back's having fun and you can't really hear them, and you have to ask the kind of stupid questions.
Yeah. I like it when I'm in the front and the boys in the back will just be like saying and doing like the dumbest stuff and asking the driver like really stupid, dumb questions. And I'll just be like, I'm not with them. Like, they're not like... Yeah, it's good.
I am guilty of peppering a driver though.
Yeah, if I've been drinking, I'm very chatty.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how's your night been, mate?
Showing off to the people in the back, asking silly questions. Do you lie to Uber drivers or like people you don't know?
I tell them I'm an astronaut. No.
Nah, I'll make up a lie. Like if I'm with people, like I'll just be like, Oh, fucking kids, man. Like, you know, me and the missus fucking going through it.
You pretend you have kids?
Yeah, like, pretend I just think it's funny because I'm showing off. I'm just saying.
Oh, you think because the people you're with.
Yeah, and I'm like, hopefully I can make them laugh and I'll see how long this Uber will, like, give me advice for or shit like that.
Yeah. It's not that weird a lie, though.
That I have kids.
Yeah. No, but it's like not weird. Like you're 20.
Oh, yeah, like he could believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't look that old.
It would be funnier if you were like, yeah, I don't know, something like really outrageous. Like I had my penis amputated or something.
Well, maybe that's my next one.
Yeah. Yeah. Try that next time.
Yeah.
Give that a spin. Oh, this will be good. There's been a failed robbery.
Yes.
So this is a reel. I believe we'll watch the reel together.
Yep.
And then react to it.
Everybody get down! Give me all your money! Let's get the boxes! Give me all your money! Get down! Hello? Where's the money?
No one gives a shit, man.
Give me the money! Where's the money? Everybody give me everything! Where's the money?
Everyone's just like, leave, bro.
So if you're listening to this, a man has walked into, I believe I saw it was a nail salon.
I think, yeah.
And the fellas walked in with what he was pretending was a gun. He had his hand covered.
A bag or something.
He had a bag over his hand and it was shaped like a gun. So I don't think he had a gun.
No.
And he was hoping that everyone would freak out. And everyone just ignored him.
Yeah, you guys heard it. Get on the ground. It's like, bro, leave us alone.
Yeah, everyone just ignored him. It was pretty funny. One lady did get up and then just kind of walked away. And yeah, it's probably a nail salon. A lot of them probably didn't speak English as well. So they didn't understand what was going on anyway.
That's true.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Bro, just getting... Who knows what fucking people rob people. That guy was probably just a flog. But, like, going in there, getting the balls to, like, go, I'm going to fucking rob someone. I'm going to pretend I have a gun. All that adrenaline to just be like,
and then
give me that money. And I was just like...
Then they ignored you. I stopped I say I stopped a robbery once. The closest I've ever come to stopping a robbery, there was a man at a petrol station late one night and
he was stealing jerky.
Well, it's very much down the line of what you used to do.
Okay, yeah.
This guy was stealing small snack items from the front counter.
Leave the guy alone, man.
And the guy behind the desk was like, hey, don't do that. And he was like, fuck you, bro. And then he turned around and I was there. I was like, come on, mate, put the food back. And he goes, fucking fine. And threw it on the ground. He went, fuck. Threw it on the ground and walked out. And
then
I was
like Red Frogs or something?
I don't know. It was like a fucking Twix and a fucking packet of Wrigley's gum. And then I went to the attendant. We sort of looked at each other and I was like, damn, that sucks. That was pump 7 anyway. And then I paid for my fuel and left.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Not even a thank you?
No, he was like, thanks, mate. I was like, cool, no worries. Anyway, I'll just pay for my fuel and be gone now.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty heroic stuff, actually, now I think about it.
Well, I'm on the other guy's side. I think if he's had a bit to drink and he needs to rob a convenience store for a little snack, I think he should have every right to do so. Am I biased on that? Absolutely not. I just can see where he's coming from.
Yeah, but you fucking... You're scum. You're a jerky thief.
I should have brought it up the other way. I got caught doing it in Newy. Like
stealing?
Oh yeah, I tried to pocket some jerky. I was like, for old time's sake, this is still ages ago. It wasn't
one for old time's sake.
I was like, damn, I used to do that heaps. I wonder if I can get away with it. And the dude just goes like, put it back, man. I was like, okay,
all right, cool.
I will leave.
We'll just pretend.
And then this dude in high-vis said like, mate, give it fucking back.
And heroes, mate. Heroes. Jonah Hill's ex takes to Instagram to put him on blast. This is just fucking Women's Weekly, this episode.
Yeah.
We've just got people getting cucked and girlfriend chat. So Jonah Hill's ex has released a thread of texts of him just being a fucking psycho.
Apparently. Allegedly.
Alleged psycho. Have you read many of these?
I have gone through them. And bro, a lot of like the news outlets covering this story, every time I check a comment, they're just like, this chick's being fucked. Like that, they're kind of all on his side. Yeah, so she's released the text and said like, he's a psycho. He has sent her text messages, kind of saying like, hey, like if you can't respect my boundaries of not posting bikini pictures and I don't know, hanging out with women who, and when it's not coffee dates or something respectful, then I'm not the man for you. Stuff along those lines. Yeah. And so he's texted her and said that to her.
which is probably a conversation you need to have on the phone, not via text. Not that I'm a relationship guru or anything, but
well, we are. But
this seems very LA, Hollywood, fucking pretentious, and wank, 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 fucking.
The more interesting thing about it is, so this is ex-girlfriend. Yeah. He's recently just had a baby with his current partner.
Oh, so
and she has waited till the baby's been born. Then she's released these on Instagram, which has salt written all over it.
Yeah, 100%. You salty bitch.
You didn't have a problem with it then.
Yeah.
Has a kid, righto, fuck it.
Yeah, now I'm gonna lash out. There's a low picture of them here. See if we can get this for the people to see. They're wearing matching pale blue suits. It's obviously on a red carpet somewhere. It's crap.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Hollywood's strange.
Jonah Hill, one of the great glow-ups, though.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight, didn't he?
Lost a lot of weight, got a bit, a beard came in. Like
I preferred him when he was fat.
Yeah. He's funnier, but it just happens. You just laugh more when someone's fat.
I think it was in the movie they did Funny People, and because Seth Rogen's like quite trim in it, and he's like, shouldn't have lost all that weight, man. There's nothing funny about a physically fit man. I was like, you're right.
That is a great take.
Yeah, even Rogen like is a comedian, but it's kind of hard to see him as a funny comedian because he's like such a he's steroided up with like tattoos and stuff.
Maybe that's it because I've never found Rogen's good not, comedian for me.
He's not known for his stand-up. I think that's pretty...
Yeah.
Like, he is a stand-up comedian, but I think he's not known for his his stand-up. But, yeah, like all my favourite comics are big fat idiots.
Have you watched Kill Tony, or do you know what Kill Tony is?
Yeah, I went to it. I went to an episode when I was in Austin.
And?
Yeah,
so if you're not listening, it's just like a live comedy show where there's like a panel. And
it's a live comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like stand-ups on, and they're like amateur stand-ups, and they'll do a couple of, like a minute each in front of like professional comedians, and then they just tear shreds off them. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Bro, that fucking guy, Tony
Hinchcliffe.
He is mean, cunt.
He's really horrible.
He's just mean.
Yeah, he's heaps horrible. Also, hilarious bit of trivia. He was or is married to, Bob Jane T-Mart's?
Yeah.
So he was or is married to Bob Jane T-Mart's daughter.
But isn't he gay?
Well, that's the joke. That he's gay, but he's not actually gay. But
wait, what?
Yeah, he's not gay.
Bullshit.
Swear to God, he's not gay. Sorry, for anyone who's listening who doesn't know who this is, Google Tony Hinchcliffe and gay. He's like looks and sounds gay. And there's heaps of... Everyone makes jokes about him being gay. He was married.
Bro, that dude's gay. That dude's got to be gay. Hear this dude, you listening, listen to him talk for 3 seconds.
We'll put a clip of it in.
I got to meet Michael Blackson tonight backstage in hair and makeup. They were rubbing a charcoal briquette against his face.
That is insane that he likes chicks.
Yeah.
But, bro, he's even mean. Like, his whole demeanor is this, like, the way he's mean and sassy and shit.
Well, that's like the big joke. He's like that he's closeted gay dude. But then, like, also, I think his marriage may have just ended. And everyone's like, yeah, it's because he's gay. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
I watched this one episode of Kill Tony, never seen it because I heard you talk about it. I'll put it on. They did a 10-year anniversary or something.
Yeah, really recently.
Yeah. This comic who was bad. Like, there's bad comics who go on there. Obviously, you'd know. And
they are so mean to them.
Bro, they were like telling him he was bad and like asking him about this show and like all these normal questions, and every answer he get, he was just like, ugh. But he just started telling the crowd to boo him.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, boo. Like, this fucking crowd of over 3,000 people, I think.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have just crushed this man's soul.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
It's not even character building.
It gets like racist and like, it's crazy. It's heaps funny.
I laughed a lot, but when he started like booing that guy, I was like, this is sad.
Nah, boo them. Boo them all, I say. But yeah. So Jonah Hill, what do you reckon? What's your take on that? Do you like to control your missus?
I mean, when I'm not letting her fuck big black guys, I'm controlling her.
100%.
But no,
if you don't respond like that, they will do that. So you have to keep them on a short leash. Otherwise,
if I've listened to anything Andrew Tate said, the game's a game.
The game's a game. You got to keep them on a short leash. That's what it's about. So I'm with Jonah Hill on this one.
Jokes, people. God.
Our next story, France, the French. Fucking French. Surrender monkeys. The French have passed a bill that lets the police spy on them. So you might be able to tell us a little bit more about this one than I can. But the French have just recently passed a bill that's going to let the police, if they suspect you of anything, stealing jerky or whatever, they can.
Like that.
They're going to be able to activate the camera and microphone and stuff on your phone without you knowing. To be able to spy on you. Is that the gist of this one?
That is the gist of this one. Yeah.
Hey, that sounds good anyway.
Hey, French. You ever fucking said something like, man, I need a new dog lead, and all of a sudden you're getting TikToks, Reels, ads for dog leads?
Yeah.
They've got access to your phone, bruh.
Yeah, that's already happening.
Yeah. I don't know what you thought you did with this bill. Maybe they just made you think you had a choice.
It's like the classic Patriot Act. It's like all that kind of thing where they're like, oh, we're just, it's only for the bad guys. It's like, no, they do it all the time.
It is happening.
Yeah. We watched a great movie in film studies. I was a film studies student. Obviously. And we watched a movie called Citizen 4, which was the story of the Edward Snowden. Remember Edward Snowden? He was a great whistleblower from the NSA.
Okay, yep.
He was like the OG whistleblower. But it was like so they made a movie about it called Citizen. That was like an action movie. But this was like the documentary that the journos did. So it's them in a room with a camcorder just like this interviewing Edward Snowden. And he's just saying all this. He's like, yeah, they can just turn your phone on whenever you want. The first thing he made the journos do is put their phones in a safe in the other room because he's like, they can just turn your, like, this is all, I'm pretty sure.
It's what he said.
No, he's true. But all this stuff now, like the French are just jerried onto. I'm like, this is all, I'm pretty sure most people know that this is what they do.
Bro, how weird is it? I was just talking about this. Yeah. You've had that experience 5 times this week and it's for a reason.
Yeah. I remember the first smart TVs that came out. There was like a recall on them because they were like
cameras on them and that.
Well, no, it wasn't cameras. It was they were ones that people were shopping on, but they were like, don't say your credit card numbers around them because some of we've had a data leak. And but it's just like it's where it's all like this is not new.
People who are like conspiratorial about it, they're like locking their phone, turning it off, like the good old tape over the
tape over the laptop screen,
and like. I'm with you guys. Like, I see why you're doing it, but is anything you're doing that awesome, that important?
Yeah, no. If you were a big person or a spy or you had information, yeah, they're just going to send me.
Whereas it's just guys who smoke too much cones, covering their fucking,
They're just going to send me masturbating.
Yeah, exactly.
Which they could compromise me with down the track.
Well, it's heading that direction.
There would be some now I think about it, there would be some very compromising, very, very compromising photos.
But then we just have our version of Plug Talk and we monetize it.
Well, we just go to OnlyFans.
Exactly.
If those photos get leaked, we just go to OnlyFans and we just have to
give them the new stuff.
We just have to take that route. So be prepared for that. The show may not be free for much longer if some
Daily Blue Premium.
Yeah.
That's got legs.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that. This is sort of food chat. We're not up to the chews yet, but Gabe's found us something down the line of food that looks like it's going to scare him a little bit.
So, Burger King Thailand launches real cheeseburger with no meat and 20 slices of cheese. And it looks like what you're saying.
So if you're listening to this, this is picture a cheeseburger, so like some nice pickled buns, but it's just like 60 slices of that cheese. That's all that's on the burger.
Bun, cheese,
It's a couple of inches thick. It looks horrendous, and regular listeners of the show will be aware that in one of the earlier episodes, Gabe professed to not liking cheese. A lot of people listening thought he maybe had a lactose issue or there was some genuine reason for it. And then Gabe professed to us that he just doesn't eat cheese because he thinks it's overrated. He doesn't like cheese. A lot of people mad about this. A couple of people in the classifieds have not happy about this still. So this burger looks like it's fucking right up your alley.
You couldn't pay me to eat that thing.
Yeah, it looks shit. I like cheese and that looks fucking shit.
Anyone who fucking buys this, bro, is like, you're a fucking idiot.
Where is it? Thailand. What do they like? Cheese over there or something? Some countries like just love certain cuisines. Yeah. What do they just love cheese in Thailand?
They must. I heard, I'll see if I can find the quote from this story here. But here's what I'd rather than the cheeseburger. If you're going to just put one item on a burger besides the meat, I would rather eat a fucking pickle burger than a cheeseburger.
Oh, that's tough because a pickle burger would be a tough carry too.
Oh, it would be fucking gross, but if you compare the two, that's what I'd...
What's your favourite item off the Macca's menu, just out of curiosity?
I just eat nugs. And I do like when they do spicy nugs. And it's good we're talking about Macca's again because that was in the plans last week.
Yes, we didn't have
we
any.
had to talk about them.
They're actually sponsoring the show. Yeah, that thing looks like complete shit. Imagine what that would do to your guts. I did actually, I did have a thought the other day because I was clean. I had some cheese on my spaghetti bolognese, and then some of it got in the sink. And I was cleaning the sink, and it went really like stringy, and I was like, "Fuck, this looks terrible." And I was like, "That's all just on my stomach now."
Yeah.
Didn't look. I was like, "This can't be good," but it is delicious.
That's why you don't eat it, mate. It's fucking gross, and like it looks half melted. Like you just be. We'll have to find a video of someone eating that. And
that burger. Yeah. Is there any? We should try and find some footage of like the actual, not a promo shot, like the actual burger.
We'll do a little. Maybe we'll do that for an Instagram. We'll cut up like a solo video.
That'd be my next chew. We'll make one. I'm
not eating it.
You could go to Macca's and be like, just give me a cheeseburger, but with
give me
like
the real cheese. But it's from Burger King. So what? Hungry Jack's.
Yeah, but you could get they let you do your own thing. You could just go like, can I have 2 buns and 70 slices of cheese,
and that'd
please?
Probably be fucking pretty cheap too.
Yeah.
But I thought I read somewhere. I can't find it right now. I should have had it, but like they had to, like not let people order it because they were running out of cheese for normal meals.
Yeah, I mean, that's nuts.
How many cunts are ordering it then? Because people are obviously eating it.
Yeah, or they just didn't factor it into the ordering and they're like, oh shit, we needed to order extra cheese. Yeah. Anyway, that looks fucking terrible.
Yeah, no, that's disgusting. Won't be doing that. Fuck yourself if you would eat that. No one should like cheese that much. It's the most overrated food. I was fucking...
You're going to upset people saying this stuff.
Good. It's bad.
There's people fired up in the classifieds this week about your... We're going to get to it. There's people not happy. You should stop saying that about cheese.
One day you're going to have a take and you'll get sprayed, hopefully.
Won't happen, mate. And our final bit of national news this week. A Japanese steakhouse has closed after they found methamphetamine in the soy sauce. This sounds like my kind of steakhouse, Gabe.
And this was a last-minute fine for us.
This was Hunter Biden's steakhouse. Yeah. That's a fucking sitter that we missed last week, Hunter Biden, and then they found cocaine in the White House too.
Let's talk about it.
No, it's too old now. It's been and gone. We're on the meth steakhouse. So a Japanese steakhouse has been closed after they found meth in the soy sauce. This is from Bob D'Angelo, part of the Cox Media Group. Shout out to the Cox Media Group. Thank you. Doing some great work. This is it's in Florida. No shit. Yeah. The restaurant's in closing weeks after an investigation determined that soy sauce had been contaminated with methamphetamine. The Nikko Japanese Steak and Sushi Bar in Pace, which is, I think, in Florida, was investigated by the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office after 7 people were hospitalized.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Must have been the good shit.
Good shit. Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah. Look, I imagine it was doing pretty well before it got shut down.
Yeah.
Some
Japanese steakhouse
sounds stuff.
Yeah. Japanese steakhouse sounds nice too. Although I'd imagine the meth would probably kill your appetite.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. I didn't consider that. I mean, they probably get first couple of bites, they're just going, this is the fucking best Japanese steak I've ever consumed.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's up for 3 days.
Itching themselves.
Yeah, scratching bugs out of their skin. Florida seems nuts.
I would love to visit Florida. I don't have a huge affinities. I don't even. I'm using words I shouldn't fucking on this podcast. What did I say last week?
Oh, you said abbreviated when you were trying to talk about being drunk instead of saying inebriated.
Like, America is cool, but like it's not a country I'm like, oh, I want to go there.
I love it.
But Florida just looks like so much fun.
Yeah. I thought that about America, and then we had a nice trip there. We were there for like a month. And I was like, it's the shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Well, yeah, we were lucky everywhere we went was mad. Americans are fucking heaps nice too.
And I couldn't drink there. So that's probably played a big role on why I didn't have as much fun.
Yeah. And especially if you can get methamphetamine at a steakhouse.
For dinner.
Sounds like the fucking best ever.
Well, you know what? They probably got caught because of that fucking law they passed in France.
Yeah.
It's carried over.
It's carried over. Yeah. Well, the Americans are the OG at spying. They made it up.
That's a fact. Them and the Russians, isn't it?
Yeah, they made it up. Let's duck into a bit of local news now, and we were scraping for stories this week.
Not much going on in the castle.
There was a big one if you're into property like me and Gabe are.
Known property heads.
Couple of moguls. The suburb record for Newcastle has just been shattered. Mm-hmm. A place has gone for Merryweather, and I'm actually working across the road from this joint tomorrow.
Oh, proper.
It's a belter. Do you know how much it went for? Have you seen because you put the article in?
Yep.
But you guys at home, you might not know, so I'm going to tell you. Sorry, it's been a big day. It's been a big day. So anyway, a local buyer and someone from Newcastle that bought it, which is cool. $11 million this joint went for.
Man.
So it's opposite Dixon Park there. If you're from Newcastle, which is like a fucking really nice beach, big park, big nice dog park there, nice cafe, and really good stretch of coast there. But this joint went for 11 million bones, which is fucking nuts.
It's cool that someone from here has that property.
Well, it is, because every time I hear of because Newcastle, especially that part of town, is just going, everything's going for 5, 6, 7 million bucks, and it's always Sydney or overseas.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, well, that's just what it is. But then someone local bought it for 11 million. You're like, oh, that's cool.
They would have grown up around, like, who knows? I don't know the person that bought it.
You have no idea who it is.
But you can imagine. Well, look, in the perfect world, I like to imagine it's someone who didn't grow up with money.
I'm guessing they probably did. I don't know. I don't know.
But, you know, just humour me.
Just someone that just pulled themselves up by their bootstraps.
Yeah, you know, they're probably scaffolding. They would walk that way home after, because they obviously didn't have a car. You know, they really came from the slums. And they were walking via Merriweather for some reason to their home.
Yeah.
Probably to the Mish.
Yeah. Well, there is a housing commission right next to it.
So they lived there.
So I'm assuming they've just gone straight from the Mish to this $11 million. It's a fucking belter house. Yeah. It's so nice. Yeah.
Pool, fucking.
It always does make me scratch my head. Well, no, because I always think, like, when I see people with pools that live literally 40 meters from the beach, I'm like, but then I think, like, it would be actually sick.
Yeah.
They would be the sickest.
Fucking oath.
Yeah. I'm like, just go for a swim in the ocean. I'm like, no, you go for a swim in the ocean, Josh. You're poor.
Yeah.
I'll go swim in my pool.
I'll swim with my perfectly temperatured water, because if you're paying that fucking much, you'd want it to be perfectly temperatured.
Yeah. It's nice.
Every time I'm in Merriweather or around that area, I'm just like, shoddy that house. Or I'd pick, like, there's like 3 fucking sick ones next to each other, and your mate's like, I'd have that one, you'd have that one.
Yeah. Like, Andrew Johns, when he was playing for the Knights, he used to live like 5 houses down from that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so we're looking at some photos of it now. It's fucking very, very nice. As you would expect for $11 million, it would want to be pretty nice.
Oh, fucking oath. Yeah. Just a house. My goals are just a house with a fucking balcony.
Yeah.
In a nice town.
How good.
Walk to the beach.
Good on them.
Walk to the pub.
Hey, tell you what, it'd be fucking nice being the real estate agent that sold that. What a job. Like,
how much kickback do they get, man?
Well, the commission? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the average commission for a real estate agent? I'm going to look at it now, because that, like, 11 million bucks, even if it's fucking 5% or 3%.
Yeah.
Average real.
I do wonder about real estate agents and, like, I guess kind of managers in general, but they have a job for a reason, because people can't be fucked to find connections themselves. It's like, all you're doing is just linking the people who want things together.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I think 2.5 to 3% is the general commission. Oh no, 5-6.
So about $550,000.
Oh.
Holy cunt.
Nice. Congrats.
You could buy a fucking sick house from selling that house. Well, actually, no, it's not true at all.
No, you couldn't.
I'm still living in a world where I just rent.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a lot of money.
You could pay a lot of rent. Yeah. You could pay heaps of rent with 550 grand.
You can make some landlords happy.
You could pay someone else's mortgage off for them. That'd be nice. Yeah. That's fucking a lot of money. Real estate agents are great. That is hilarious.
It's a weird job, man. I used to think I want to do it. I don't know.
Nah, they suck. It's funny. I love another talking funny Instagram page is Lords of Property. They just make fun of real estate agents. It's heaps funny. The most useless people on the planet are property managers. So not necessarily the guys that sell the houses, but the men and women that look after rental properties for people. I haven't come across a good one. Well, actually, I lied. The place where we live now, they're awesome. The place I lived before, I moved out of the house 6 years ago, and they still contact me when there's like work to be done. And I tell them every time.
I don't fucking live there, cunt.
I've filled out 3 like exit fucking tenancy forms. They still ring me. I'm like,
the hell?
You guys suck.
Leave me alone.
But the guys who are now are awesome, so I shouldn't say that. But yeah, real estate agents in general are pretty funny.
I don't know if I'm like exposing myself here, but like I very rarely get inspections.
Nah, they don't do it.
Any house I'm in, bro. I don't know if COVID flipped it for them and that, but like,
yeah, I don't know, eh? Well, I think they're only allowed to do like one every 6 months at the most.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you're only meant to get like 1 or 2 a year anyway.
And
I think if you're not a junkie smashing the joint up and getting complaints from your neighbours all the time, and they're getting their rent on time every week, they don't give a fuck, mate.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like they're just bothering you otherwise.
And wasting their time. They'd probably rather kick back and do nothing too. Sit in the car, probably listening to this.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go check on that property now and then just go smoke cigs and fucking drink coffee in the car.
Any property managers listening,
reach out.
Yeah, and tell us how cruisy your gig is.
Reach out. Oh, yeah, another nice bit of local news this week. The King Street Hotel has reopened. So this is coming from the King Street Hotel's website. They just had a big refit and expansion. So obviously the Cambridge Hotel closed the other week, Newcastle's premier live music venue. Kingers is going to be taking on the role now of live music venue and fucking Doof Doof House. So Kingers, for the longest time, has always been a nightclub.
Yep.
You go there late. You go there, the lights are dark, mixed drinks, sticky floors, sleazing. For the longest time, that's what I've known it as. But now they've just done massive renos to it. This is coming officially from their website under the headline: refit and expansion to renowned venue sees the ability to host 5 acts at one time.
It is a cool venue.
Much like Adam 22's wife.
Hey.
Just shy of 2 weeks since we bid farewell to the iconic live music venue, the Cambridge Hotel, the team behind the Cambo are announcing their new venture that will continue to bring live music to Newcastle, the expansion and refit of nightclub King Street. That sounds like fun.
I would like for King Street to renew and refurbish its reputation, because for the longest time, Kingers was known as a pretty scat joint.
I've said this on this podcast before, we used to go there in my heyday. We'd go there late on a Sunday, and it was not scat. It was very fun.
Yeah.
It was good. It was like they had the rock bar downstairs. Second level was like the techno fucking sweaty joint.
Yeah.
And third level was only open on special occasions, and that was full of cool dudes. You could only get up there if you were a cool dude or you knew cool dudes, which I rarely did. But downstairs, we would just loiter next to like the pokey room and the rock bar, and they played really good music, and you could smoke outside.
Yeah.
It was fucking sick. And that, I reckon, genuinely was, so what are we now? That was probably 15, 14, and now it's 2023. So you do the maths. It was like 8 or 9 years ago. That's probably the last time I went there.
So times have been changing.
Times are changing. Fuck. That's a long time ago. But it's exciting. I hope it's fucking good.
Yeah, we'll have to go in there, have a look.
Yeah.
Turn one on for the podcast, on behalf of the podcast. Maybe we can do a chew review there, or a brew review.
Yes.
Blues Brew reviews. There we go. That could be another segment coming in hot.
So they've got it. So they must have done some fair bit of work. It'll actually be very cool to get in there and have a look for it. So yeah, so it's opening mid-July, which is now. So I think it's open.
Oh.
Yeah. As one door closes, another one opens. Very deep.
That is poetic.
Very deep. Can't wait to see it. We'll have to go and check it out.
Yeah, it's a fucking, like you said, couple of floors. Like growing up outside of Newy, someone put me on blast in the newsroom. Join the newsroom if you're not in. If you want to get in on the jokes.
Yes, there's a Facebook group called the Daily Blue Newsroom, and it's where we just hang out.
You know, guys, get around. So if you got any memes, if you want to spray Bluey or I, there's a link down below. No matter what you're listening on, you can join it there.
You might be getting merch drops earlier. I'm just like whatever. Whatever. Just check it out.
But I got put on blast for the day. They said we got to start a Daily Blue Weekly drinking game every time Gabe mentions he's from Tamworth. So if you're playing along, here's the fucking first one of the episode. I've been holding my tongue.
No, we spoke about it earlier when you didn't know what was up or down. City or Tamworth.
There you go. So they've
and I did get someone said about when I mentioned work, when I mentioned I'm a scaffolder. Well, guess what, cunt? I got a job. So sorry. We're going to fucking talk about it. That's what we do. We talk about things here. It's a podcast.
But when I grew up in Tamworth, we had a pub or a club or whatever, but it was one floor. So people would be making the trip to Newy because it's the next closest bigger city, and you'd go to Kingers. It was the thing to do. You'd spend a week, you'd get a weekend away and you'd go to Kingers. I
can imagine King Street, Newcastle would be quite an attractive prospect if you lived in the country. It would be like, it's the big smoke.
Exactly.
Without going to Sydney.
Yeah, big smoke, couple floors. They fucking got DJs. Yeah. You have to ask 2 people max to get drugs. Like, it's a place to go.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. King Street rules.
But, I'm keen to see the refurbish.
Let's check it out. All right. That's all our local news this week, guys. Thanks for listening. We've got some sporting news now. Obviously, the big one this week, Gabe, you were there last night. Mm-hmm. The Blues won the Origin. Got a bit of pride back. I have been eating humble pie all day because I didn't fucking think we had a chance. I thought the way we'd played, and I can only judge off what I see.
Yep, cool. I
saw we fucking couldn't score points in the first 2 games, and we defended poorly, and we lost the series. And then we picked a completely random team of guys that just seemed like left field selections. Full respect, killed it. Bradman Best. Awesome. And you'd be lying if you said, if anyone out there thought Bradman Best was going to get picked, you're fucking lying.
Agreed. No one thought he was the pick.
Crazy. And killed it.
Yeah.
Cody Walker.
Sick.
Great footballer. He's 33.
I would have picked Code.
But like Nico, like Lou, like it was just a weird selection. Safidi. And I know they're Newcastle boys. I was like, what is this team? Kalama Matangi, great player. What the fuck? They started him.
The South.
The Rabbits. But the boys got the job done last night. You were there. It would have been fucking sick. As I said earlier, I fell asleep after the first disallowed try. I was very sleepy. And I woke up this morning and went, fuck. And I watched the highlights. We played well. And Queensland missed a few opportunities too.
Yeah, they
like ones that they would normally ice and like get back into a game. And
100%.
Hammer knock one on. Val Holmes knock one on that normally they're like all over.
Brimson.
We got a few penalties early too. Before I fell asleep, I saw a few. We got a penalty first set.
Which was fucking nice for a change, I might add. I feel like we don't often get 50-50s. And to be honest, I don't even think they were 50-50s.
Nah.
You know?
Oh, there was like, ones
make
like...
it what you will.
There was one just like laying in the ruck and stuff. Like ones that you just don't normally see called at Origin. They normally just let them go. And it was like Ashley Klein just went bang, bang. He was blowing penalties. I was like, it's fucking... I think they're going to look after us tonight. So, yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good that we got one back because, fuck, I was pretty pissed off the last 2 games.
Yeah. What I do have to say is Cameron Murray starting. Thank fucking God.
Yep.
You put... You know, tie that in with a Cody Walker. You tie that in with a Keon. You got a fucking squad. Am I saying South Sydney alone could beat Queenslanders? I might be.
Where are they running? Where are the Bunnies running?
I'm not sure. Probably like 3rd or something. If I was to guess, we're easy top 8.
Yeah, for sure.
Ladder. Oh, we're at the 8.
Oh, easy top 8.
Well, look, we're in the 8.
Oh, did you say you're out of the 8?
We're just 8.
So you're 8th?
Yeah, we're 8th.
It's close. You know, there's like 2 points between like 7th and 14th as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
So you could heaps easily drop out of the 8.
It doesn't, but you know, whatever. You make of that what you will. We got unlucky last week, missing out Code, missing Trell, and we're still humming as a team.
Yeah, they'll go. They'll be there. They'll be there when the whips are cracking.
Right, I can't get over like that Fox try is going to be fucking played over and over and over whenever Origin comes around. The chip and chase.
It's pretty unbelievable. The Hammer's grubber kick was very silky. He's a freak.
I wanted to say, as I'm glad you brought it up, the Hammer, I hate to say it, like, he's fucking awesome.
He's nice. I enjoy watching him run. He's so balanced and so fun. Like, watching him in full stride is, like, nice. Yeah. He's a freak.
I think a lot of people feel this way. Like, no one really knew how good he was until this year.
Yeah.
Like when he actually got to be the star of the show at the Dolphins.
Yeah, and then just killing it for Queensland too.
Here's a question though. What do New South Wales do next year? For me, Cody Walker has cemented his spot.
He'll be 34 next year, or 33 or 34.
If he's fucking playing like this, who gives a fuck how old he is?
Yeah, true.
He's old now.
Yeah. But what do you do? Do you look to build, like, do you want to build a team that's, like, going to be there? You know, like Queensland, like, all those guys. I want
to win games. I want to win series.
I want to win series too.
That's what I want.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just hard because we just fall into that thing of, like, picking guys that are in form, whereas Queensland have, like all those guys will just be there now.
Bit of culture.
They'll always be, like, they'll just be there. For, like, Cherry Evans has played, like, Munster. Like, they've all...
But then there's another thing. What do Queensland do next year? Does Reece Walsh stay?
He'll stay.
Or does KP make his way back in the squad?
I reckon
14.
Walsh will stay.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Reece is fucking awesome. But KP did a fucking great job. Like, it's a bit of recency bias, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. I mean, they've got fucking so many good players.
Now does Bradman Best get to stay in the team?
Well, then, like, because
he had a fucking awesome game.
But then, like, Tommy and Latrell will be fit next year.
Exactly. And then
hopefully.
Does Teddy get to have another round because he played well? He fucking did a really good job. He did his job.
Do you reckon they'll keep Freddie?
That's the next question.
Yeah.
Also, glad you brought this up. Rumours are floating around and photographic evidence that, you know, there might have been a ghost coach
A ghost coach.
Ivan Cleary in the box with Freddie for game 3.
Oh, really?
And I think someone might even ask, he goes, yeah, I asked him heaps of questions.
Oh, really?
So maybe Ivan Cleary's the next proper coach for New South Wales.
Fuck, they lean on the Panthers heavily, don't they?
Well, when it's the coach, and if we can get the win, fine. But yeah, the players aren't fucking doing enough for us. I defended Luai, but after seeing like Cody play, it's fucking day and night that Cody's shits on him.
Yeah. Yeah, Cody's a better ball player. Luai's definitely a better athlete, like running the footy, but Cody's just a fucking... He was on fire last night.
Oh, I love it. I love to see fucking the South... Wait, what about Brady Best and the Fox doing a little shaky leg? Did you see that? That was grouse.
Nah, it was awesome. I'm so happy we won.
Yeah, look, that was as good as winning the series for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much just call it a drawn series and go again next year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, you're only as good as your last game, and 13 plus. That's all I'm saying.
I found a bit of sporting news this week. Alexander Volkanovski.
Yes.
Punched the fuck out of another dude.
Yeah, as UFC casuals, we didn't talk about it last week, but when you see a video of him just flogging someone,
he just whoops everyone.
It's so cool, man.
He's the man. So he's one behind Jose Aldo for title defenses now, which is just like, he's getting into fucking GOAT territory. He's getting into like the best ever territory. And he's from Wollongong.
Yeah, he's from fucking Wollongong.
He's just a little stumpy like Greek dude from the South Coast.
Yeah. Oh, and he's got a bit of fucking rugby league blood too.
Yeah. And he's just beating up everyone. And he'd be making so much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he still fights out of this like shitty little gym.
I heard that as well.
Like he's just still with all his same crew. Like it's nice. It's great. Did you watch the fight? I didn't watch it.
No, I only saw the highlights as well.
Yeah, so did I. And he was just on top of this guy, just pulverizing him.
It's so cool to see, man. Like, and I like that he's an entertaining fighter. Like a lot of these UFC goats that you hear and people who really respect the sport, they like love the grapple and that.
Yeah.
You just want to see cunts.
As a casual fan, you just want to see people get knocked out.
Yeah. You want to see Bam Bam Tuivasa in there just fucking letting them go.
You just want blood.
And he does that for the country, for the UFC fans.
Up Volk.
What about Izzy going up to face with this other African dude? Did you see that? The South African dude.
So I didn't see it, but I saw in the comment section heaps of people like, Izzy must have been drinking.
He had to have been, man.
It sounds like Izzy had been on the piss. Respect.
He was letting those N-words
Was he?
flop.
But the other guy's white.
Yeah. I don't know. You know how, like, they just call people that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, and he was like, yeah, what's up? What's up? And, like, it's like every third word was just the N-word.
Was it?
Yeah.
On the mic?
Yeah.
In front of everyone?
Yeah.
Izzy. Don't do that. Yeah, he must have been sourcing.
I think he was pissed off because, like, the South African guy who's white was kind of implying it's like, I'm representing Africa.
Yeah. So that's a racial barb anyway, because there's a lot of history with the apartheid and stuff. Like that's like, because Izzy's Nigerian, I think, his heritage.
Yep.
And then obviously this guy's from South Africa, and there's a lot of tension there. So a white African dude saying to a Nigerian dude, I'm African, is baiting him up. So I think that's why that's probably why Izzy was calling him the N-word. Also, he'd probably been drinking. Good to say. I'm going to have to watch that.
Bro. Like,
I might watch that before bed tonight. That'll be funny.
Here's one for you playing at home. Have a drink every time Izzy says the N-word.
Yeah.
You will be fucking maggot. You'll be having a tough time getting up tomorrow, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, great. Combat sports rule. I do love a good Sunday because they're always on at really good time. Like if you're boozing on a Sunday here, they're always on at a really good time. You can always go and watch them at like the main cards always start at like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then your main fights are like 2 or 3. Or is it like when they're in Vegas? So it's always a nice time if you're with the boys, go park up at a bowling club or your local somewhere and watch all the fights. And then there's people like drinking rum all day and punching like shadow boxing at like 4 o'clock in the armor. It's always good.
And you hear this UFC nerds nerding out about all the fighters and that.
Yeah.
Is it true that you heard that rugby league's like trying to G up a thing in Vegas?
Yeah. So
are they trying to line it up with the UFC? Is that a thing?
I don't know if it's the UFC or if it's going to be with Tim Tszю's next fight, but they're going to potentially. Well, I think they are doing it. They're going to do a double header, so they're going to take 4 teams and have the season opener their round 1 in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then hopefully do it the same week that Tim Tszyu fights.
Yeah.
I fucking want to go so badly. Vegas is the best.
Guys, rate the podcast 5 stars, like the video, subscribe, grow it so we can get some cash into this thing so we can go to Vegas.
I'd love to. And then just splatter it all on the tables.
Do us a favour and get us to Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is mad. It would be mad to go there and watch footy and just,
and come home broke. Or rich.
I mean, Rich, I assume you just win when you go there.
Well, I mean, you know, gambling is known to you come out on top more often than you don't you?
100%. 100%. Gamble responsibly. Guys, that's it for our sporting news this week. Wasn't that fun?
I loved it.
Now it's time for the part of the show where I eat food and tell you guys about it. This week's edition of The Chew was done in Uralla, which is the sleepy little town not far past where you're from, Tamworth, and on the way to Armidale. It's a bit of a rushed one because I was in the car literally at work and we were starting the job. But this food was good and I wanted to tell you about it, so enjoy.
Guys, good morning. Quick chews this morning because I'm under the pump at work, but we are in the sleepy little country town of Uralla. It's halfway between kind of Tamworth and Armidale. Stopped in at a very flash-looking little bakery called The Pie Mechanic. Obviously, as you can tell by the look of me, I'm fucking pretty rooted. Long drive last night. Judgment clouded. Didn't get a pie. Went for a Reuben Toasty. This is breakfast before a big day on the tools. Let's go.
Crunch sounds good.
Fucking outstanding. This one's only a quick one because I got a bowl. Reuben Toasty from The Pie Mechanic. That's fucking really good. That's an 8.2. 8.2 for the Reuben Toasty from The Pie Mechanic. And the coffee is fucking one of the best I've had as well. Let's go.
It's probably the only time this is ever going to happen in Daily Blues Chews history. So that was last week.
Yes.
I was in Uralla again today for work. I went back to The Pie Mechanic. So the same joint is going to get reviewed twice.
Yes.
So next week's Chews is also from The Pie Mechanic, but I got a pie.
Well, judging by previously in the episode, they're a good little joint.
Fucking awesome. And also, what a fucking retard going to a place called The Pie Mechanic and getting a toasty.
Great toasty. Dividends.
Great toasty. But today I did what I should have done originally and got myself a dog's eye. You'll see it next week. But fucking sick.
The crunch on that sandwich and you're just head shaking straight away. Mate, like when you do the head shake, you know. You know.
If you see the head shaking, it's going to be a good score. And the fucking coffee, fuck man. It was, rate that joint highly. If you're in Uralla, get in and see them. This is going to pep me up because this, I know I say it every week, it's my favourite part of the show because I get to hear from you fucking psychos. It's time for another edition of the Daily Blue Classifieds. We did have a new name suggestion, didn't we? We're going to call it the Daily Blue Dial-In.
Yeah, which let us know if you like that better.
But, you know, regardless of if you like the name or not, keep sending them in because you've done it again. There's some fucking absolute belters on here. Let's stop fucking around. Let's get into it.
Got your headphones? Are you going to be able to hear?
Righto, gents, and Bluey, I guess. Swagger here, back with another big question for you. Another big fight. It's what's winning in a fight again? Yeah, you got 10 rhinos the size of a rat, or one rat the size of a fucking rhino. All right, ponder that one.
I think he may have sent in a second part.
That's my brother.
One. Is it?
Yeah.
Because he sent in a second part to that one too, and he said, I would like to make an upgrade to our death battle. I feel like a rat-sized rhino might be a little underwhelming in comparison to a 3-ton rat. So make it 10 staffy-sized rats. So to be clear, we have 10 staffy-sized rats versus one
rat.
No. Sorry, 10 staffy-sized rats. Oh, rat-sized rhinos. He's fucked it there, hasn't he?
Let's go again.
Righto, gents, and Bluey, I guess.
He sounds like
Swagger here, back with another big question for you. Another big fight. It's what's winning in a fight again? Yeah, you got 10 rhinos the size of a rat, or one rat the size of a fucking rhino.
Let's just go with
All
that.
right, ponder that one.
So we've got 10 little rhinos versus one giant rat.
How big's a rat?
Rats, mate. Yeah, but like a...
I'm taking that.
I think that's why he said, you'd go the big rat, wouldn't you? Because little rats are scary.
Can't.
A rhino-sized rat, that is terrifying.
Yeah, you don't want to fight that.
Yeah, so that wins. No, I think he's saying what wins.
Fight.
He's saying what wins.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep. I'm with you, Swag. Thank you for calling in.
Thanks, mate.
And it was his birthday the other day, so
happy birthday, mate. Make your questions a little bit more simple next time, though. We've got the brain power of fucking nothing at the moment.
Yeah, no, the fucking...
The giant rat wins every time.
Yeah, giant rat's got to fucking win for sure, Swag. If you're asking what I would rather fight, I would definitely rather fight the little rhinos.
Yeah, I mean, again, you stay away from...
Rhino-sized rat is actually scary as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, normal size. They're like with the teeth and the fucking whiskers and... Yeah, nah. And you could just kick, like, even though it's a little rhino, like, you just step on it. Yeah. Yeah, no. Great question. I love where your head's at, mate. It's fucking good to see what you think about.
Runs in the Thomas Janes.
All right, what else have we got?
Lads, I fucking hope you can hear me because fuck, we're on the fucking piss, man. Fucking, shut up, cunt. It's fucking Friday night and just on the piss at the workshop, but fuck. Want to hear the lads' stories for this week's episode. When they've got on the piss at the fucking workshop with the lads, or fucking side after work, and any good stories that come from it. I mean, one of the boys, young apprentices, I fucking tricked into getting pretty well more piss than his fucking limit. Convinced him that it was 20 minutes since he last took a fucking drink, when it had only been about 5 minutes, and gave him a shot of tequila or two. And he's pretty fucked right now. Yeah. Anyway, boys.
Sounds like fucking right up there.
That sounded like a lot of fun.
That sounded out of control. I actually do have a heaps good story from when we got on the piss at work too.
Yeah.
We shout out to those blokes too. Obviously keep that one anonymous because you're obviously up to no good in the workshop. But the whole Daily Blue Genesis story came from a piss up at the work site.
All great ideas, do.
It was just as COVID was hitting. So it was Easter, I'm going to say 2020.
Yeah.
That sounds about right, doesn't it?
20,
yeah. And we knew we were going into lockdown, but it was the Thursday before Easter.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, well, we need to have a beer because the
pubs are going to shut.
Well, the pubs are going to shut,
yeah.
And we don't know what we're going to be able to do this weekend. Let's go. Let's get some cartons. We knocked off work and we took them back to the shed. Obviously, just went ballistic. Yeah. More cartons, carried on, smashed shit, broke shit. Got pinned on 2 blokes, me being one of them, and another fella. And I got stood down from work indefinitely. And I was like, fuck. And COVID had just hit, so I couldn't do anything. And I was just sitting at home. And then I was like, well, I'll just. And then I started writing articles and posting them, and then that was how it started.
The rest is history.
But that all came from fucking up and a piss up at work. We were like, the owners had a boat, and that like the little boat out the back of it had oars, and we were like smashing the oars on it, fucking smashing bottles, and yeah, it all got pinned on me and another fella, and because we wouldn't rat anyone out. And they're like, who was there? And we're like, fucking no. And they're like, well, you're not coming back to work until you tell us. I was like, oh, fuck.
Nah, fucking respect. That's like some school shit. It's like, well,
yeah, well, that's
you're
what
not
I
allowed
told
to come back unless you tell us who did it.
Yeah,
So
I had a huge argument with the boss at the time. I was like, you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah, let it
Well, I nearly got fired, so it wasn't good. But anyway, this is where it brought us. So
who'd have thought a redhead could be so fiery?
What about you? Have you had any good piss-ups at the work site?
Nah, nothing good. I didn't. Nah, no.
Wouldn't recommend it too. Don't do that.
Well, it sounds fun to me.
Oh yeah, it's not responsible though.
We're all about responsible on this podcast.
Alright, mate, how's it fucking going? You alright? I don't know if you've done the pod yet, but like, if you're not going to put me in this week's one, because you probably won't, because I'm pretty sure you've already recorded this one. Put me in next week's one, mate. Just want to say, I'm here, I'm in Perth, I'm in a club right now. It's a fucking Thursday. Fuck knows why this club is open. Not a lot of people here, but I have kissed a couple birds, so we're on that train.
Flexing.
Anyway, hope you and Gabe have a fucking good one recording the pod.
We will.
Anyway, if either of you boys are ever in fucking Perth, give me a fuck, almost threw up. Get me on the blower.
Yucca.
And I'll fucking sort you guys out with a couple pints, couple good locations to go to, maybe a bag or two. Don't know, depending on you guys. But yeah, have a good one. Fucking love the pod. Keep it up. And if you guys make it past,
and it's over. And that was
you
the
guys make it past.
It's I mean, awesome. Thank you very much for that message. I love people ringing us when they're fucked up.
It's so funny that they're at a venue in a corner somewhere talking to their phone.
And they're like,
boys, I love you, boys.
1 second, I've got to hit the classifieds. Can I get 2 vodka lemon lime bitters, please? 1 second, I just got to finish this message off. Hey, right there. That also, he sounded Scottish. I think there's a lot of Scottish in Perth. I think there's a good few Scottish people in Perth.
On a Thursday.
Yeah, respect for pissing up on a Thursday. Hitting the clubs on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think there was too many other people in that room he was in. That's why he had all the time in the world to get on the classifieds.
Has him bragging about Passion Sheilas too.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's like Geordie Shore shit.
Huge respect. Huge respect.
We'll let you know if we're
coming over.
Perth there, mate.
All right, Bluey, mate. Gabe. Fucking, how are you both?
Oh, Dave.
Congratulations on the podcast. Fucking loving it.
Thank you, mate.
I'm over here in England, as you can probably tell. Yep. It's currently fucking boiling because we don't have our winter in the fucking middle of the year like you guys. Anyway, my question for you guys is a simple one. What's the biggest animal you reckon you could take in a fight?
Yes.
Conditions are, it's a UFC style cage sort of match, and both the animal and you are down to scrap. So, yeah, no weapons also. Now, obviously, Gabe had some trouble understanding that Irish bloke that wrote in the other week, so I thought I'd do it in a dialect that he might understand as well.
Thanks, man.
So, yeah. G'day, cants. How you going? Just wondering what's the biggest boost you two could be in a pan chat. Anyway, that's all from me, fellas. I'm off for a fucking schooner.
Great Aussie accent. That was really good. Great question too. What is the biggest animal you think you could take? Mate, I think I'd struggle with anything bigger than a fucking... Like even a medium-sized dog.
I could take a kangaroo.
Nah. Oh, I saw some great roadkill today too. That's what I wanted to talk about. I saw some bulk dead kangaroos today. You reckon you could take a kangaroo?
I could take a kangaroo. I could take an emu.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could take a cow.
When he said no weapon, does that mean like...
Yeah,
because like a bear has claws. Is that a weapon?
Well, it's part of its anatomy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. So it's just like...
you can only use your body.
We're only allowed to use what we got. Yeah, see, like... Yeah, I don't know, eh?
Bro, kangaroo, I'm just putting it in a fucking...
Get headlock. Yeah.
Headlock. It's all headlock with these things. An emu, I feel like you could snap that thing's neck because they're so long and weird. That being said, they're fucking pretty freaky, man. Like ostriches and emus, that's like swing their head and shit.
Birds freak me out.
Do they?
Yeah.
I have a mate who has the same thing. He said he doesn't trust them.
Yeah, I don't trust them. You don't know what they're doing. They're very slippery customers.
Mate, you could take a cow. Cows are so dumb, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I have it. I think I don't know have it in me.
Yeah.
I'd start getting it and then I'd be like, I can't do this.
Yeah, but it's gonna kill you if you don't kill it. That's the conditions.
Maybe I'll just go down, man. Maybe I'll just die.
Sacrificing yourself?
Maybe for the greater good.
What if it's like for...
Like to save like someone I love, I have to kill.
Well, I was going to say money, but that's much better incentive.
Right? Maybe to like save someone I love, I could kill.
Yeah, it's like to save my life.
So like to save the podcast, you and the podcast, which is essentially the same thing. If I had to, and you were being attacked by, and now I'm just scaling up, I'm going like dog.
Start at cow.
All right, and go bigger.
Well, could you do a cow?
How would you kill a cow with your bare hands?
I found out this back at school. I went to an agriculture school.
Did you go to Farah Ag?
Yeah.
I drove past Farah Ag today.
Yeah.
I played footy there.
Did you?
Dominated.
Yeah, what school did you go to? Kings or something?
No, I went to... It was in a rep team. It's no biggie. Dominated. Hunter All Schools made the countryside. Doesn't matter.
Hunter.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Farah Ag. That's a funny acronym too.
You used to have to do like farm duties every like up until year 9 or something.
That's funny.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm going to say it. I don't even know if this farm staff's still there. But you'd have to...
Probably an agricultural school, I'm guessing it is.
Yeah, but this specific person.
You had to inseminate a cow.
You'd have to get there like early, like fucking... the time you probably wake up now. But like you'd have to drive out there. Like fucking poor mum and dad taking you out there early before the sun's up. You have to get the cattle in and you put these fucking things to get the milk out of them.
Yeah.
This thing wouldn't go into its stall. This farm chick was rough. It was a woman, roughest thing. Bang!
Kicked it.
In the fucking head.
Yeah. Get in there.
And it just dropped like a sack of shit.
Oh, no.
And I got up.
Ah.
But I was just like, well, from that point on, I was like, I could take one of those.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you know.
I would never do that. But
they don't like being kicked in the head. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'd struggle to kill an animal with my bare hands.
So give the man an answer.
I'm gonna say, but dog would, like a German Malamute would fucking fuck you up. So I don't know. Like I could kill a Roo. I'm gonna go a Roo.
Good. Lock in Roo.
We'll lock in Roo. Zay, you happy? Are you happy, mate?
You see what you made me do?
Newy and Gabe, it's Lucinda here. Just checking in, just for a bit of diversity and more so to absolutely shock my fiance. Speaking of fiance, his name's Ethan, and we're getting married August next year.
Congratulations.
We had the great idea of getting the best possible MC who talks absolute shit, but quality shit, and has great banter. So, Bluey, if you would do the absolute honours, let us know what it takes. We'd love to see you as MC at our wedding next year. It's on a farm, there's wheelbarrows full of piss, and it's going to be a great time. Hope to see you there.
That's great.
First of all, congratulations, Lucinda, for being our first female.
We've needed that demo.
God damn, I was worried. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the fellas.
Yeah.
But I was like, this can't just be the boys. It just doesn't work. Lucinda, thank you, firstly, for being our first ever female on the classifieds. Secondly, more pressingly, emceeing weddings. Now, Gabe, I don't know if you know this or not, I have emceed a few weddings before.
I believe that for sure.
My friends asked me to MC their wedding so they don't have to pay a real MC. It is a punt though, because I drink. But Lucinda's obviously suggested that there are going to be wheelbarrows full of piss at this thing. Now, I actually knew this one was coming, and I replied to Lucinda the other day and said I was going to answer on the pod.
Yes.
So hopefully the guys are listening to the pod. But we'll have to get in touch and find out where this thing is at. But I will definitely go, and I'd love to. I can't believe you guys. I can't believe you guys even thought of me.
That is epic.
I bet you she hasn't run this by a partner. She's hoping he'd be happy with a surprise.
Yeah.
But he's going to be filthy. But too late, mate. I've already said I'm doing it. So
little did she know that he preferred me.
Yeah, he wanted you. He's like, no, I listened to it for Gabe, babe. What the fuck? And I'm just going to turn up and drink everything and just ruin this wedding. Listen, it would be an honour to MC your guys' wedding. I will be there. We'll get in touch, do the fine points. When did you say August?
Yeah, I think so.
We've got plenty of time.
Thanks.
We've got plenty of time.
That is really cool.
That is sick. That made my day when I got that the other day. So thank you. And thank you for being a lady. There is actually another female. Thank you for being a lady and listening to the pod. I didn't think there were many of you out there.
The demo's not big, mate. The numbers don't lie.
G'day, fellas. Absolutely loving the podcast so far. I'm from Melbourne and I'm hungover.
Respect.
And even when I'm sober, fuck, I got to tell you, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about with your footy. But still love listening to it every week. So keep that up. Reason I'm calling up is because after a night out last night and any other night for that matter,
right.
There's nothing more that I want than just a good old-fashioned big breakfast.
Yep.
Bacon, eggs, tomato, mushrooms, just a fucking lot. Like the big breakfast that Gabe Thomas was talking about that doesn't exist anymore apparently. And I got to say, after going down to a local cafe today, he's absolutely fucking right. This is the third cafe I've been to in a row where they don't serve the big breakfast, and I'm starting to think there's a fucking conspiracy going on Australia-wide where all the cafes have realised that they're going to make more money selling extras, and I just think it's not fucking on. Boys, what do you reckon?
It's a huge claim. So you brought this to us last week. You said you're struggling to find a big brekkie. I couldn't jump on either side of the argument because I don't really go out for brekkie anymore, but you were pretty adamant that they're hard to find. This gentleman has supported your claims, and I like his theory that the cafes who are on hard times have thought, we're just going to get these cunts by selling them extras.
You want a hashy? You want some beans?
You want tomato?
Yep. Extra $4.
So they can sell you like a bit of maybe poached.
You can build a big brekkie.
You could build it. You could be getting, say, poached egg and some sourdough, and then you're like, fuck, wouldn't mind a bit of bacon with that. Fuck, I'll get some sausage too.
Yep.
Hash brown, beans, tomato, avo. You're building a big brekkie that's going to cost you, say, 40 bones instead of, what do you normally pay for a big brekkie in your heyday? Maybe fucking mid-20s? Maybe $27 for a good big brekkie?
Top end of the 20s,
A nice big brekkie, high 20s?
Yeah.
But it probably cost you $40 to build one these days.
100%.
Fuck, solid theory. That might have some legs. We're going to have to go do some actual journalism on this program.
I'm fucking so glad he reached out because I was starting to think I was the only one who was experiencing this epidemic.
Well...
And also, I don't do the mushies either.
Nah, I don't mind mushies with brekkie.
Yeah,
if you work at a cafe, reach out. Let us know. You can stay anonymous. I will betray you and give everyone your name.
Whistleblower.
Yeah, I will be Edward Snowden.
Boys, Dallas to the Point podcast.
He's back.
Big question. Who would you rather have a night out with? Joey, the 8th Johns?
Yes, him.
Or Shane, Warney, Warn? Big one here, boys. Who you taking, Warney or Joey? Let's go.
Huge question. Dallas Stone of To The Point podcast fame. Check out To The Point podcast. Very, very knowledgeable man, particularly when it comes to jiu-jitsu and combat sports, something that we know fuck all about if you're into that sort of stuff. And like other stuff too, but he's very cluey with that.
Mental strong guy.
But more importantly, he's hit us with a fucking belter there. Joey or Warney? Who would you rather go on the sauce with?
I didn't think it was going to be close when I heard that first name.
But then he said Warney.
And then you hear Warney and you go, well, they're both legends of their times. Were they? Fuck. Warney was pre-Joey.
Nah, similar era.
Were
similar era.
Fuck,
yeah.
I wonder if they ever linked up.
Definitely. 100%.
That would have been a fucking sight, man.
Me personally, as a happily taken man, I'd be going out with Joey because Warney was a prolific pants man. So be on the pool the whole time. If you're a single man, going out with Warney would be the best because you'd just be on the sleaze the whole time and you'd definitely jag something being in Warney's slipstream. Like you're 100% getting a root. Joey'd just be more about partying for a couple of days, which is sort of more up my alley. So I'm going out with the 8th Immortal. You, Gabe?
It's Joey for me still.
Yeah.
Not a big cricket guy.
Nah.
New South Wales great. Loves a good time. You got to go, Joey. But respect to Warney. R.I.P.
R.I.P. the king of spin.
Hey mate, how are ya? Can you answer me this? How did I go through 33 years of life not knowing that Henny Penny was a Newcastle thing? I thought it was just another Red Rooster, like a big chain restaurant. Didn't occur to me that they don't exist anywhere else in the country. I'm definitely retarded. Love the potty, mate. Keep it up.
Thank you for the kind words. It is I mean, I bet you're not alone in that. I reckon a few people probably may have assumed that Henny Penny is a bigger chain than what it actually is. I suppose probably at the peak of its powers too, because there is only like a couple left.
I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
Before coming here, obviously.
Yeah, but I suppose, I don't know, it's kind of branded in a way that makes it look big, I suppose. It's got like the red and the fucking yellow. It's kind of like branded almost like Macca's.
And what used to be on the nice jersey and that.
Yeah, it was a major sponsor for an NRL team, so that would make you think it's probably pretty big.
Which is quite weird now you think about it.
Well, it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
True.
But it would make you think that it's bigger than what it is.
And a cool jersey too.
Yeah. So don't feel too stupid, mate. We're laughing at you, but there was probably other people that thought like you too.
I think he's broken that news to some people.
Yeah.
They've just found out.
And they've gone, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
All right, what else have we got here?
Yeah, lads, just a quick one for your submission segment. I had a bit of a night out in Hamilton. Have not yet seen a single Newcastle Knights player, which, in my opinion, is a bit disappointing after the 66-0 last week. Yeah, that's about all I got to say. And SJ's a cunt's no entry was granted. Okay, thank you, bye.
Sounds like definitely for the best that you didn't get into SJ's, mate.
I did not know where that was.
So he had a gripe because he didn't see any of the Knights boys out after they got up 66.
Yeah, look, since the invention of the camera phone, mate, it's hard to find them having a good time.
It's probably for the best that the boys aren't going out, especially fucking SJ's hanging out on Beaumont Street after a fucking win.
I saw Brady Best at Guzman there one time, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, respect. Man needs his protein. Large burrito.
G'day, you good cunts. How you going?
Oh, mate.
Fucking loving the show so far.
Thank you.
Look, I had a joke the other day, and it was fucking nasty. I love it. I love sick jokes. I don't know if you can put it on your show or not, but you know what? I'm going to fucking tell you anyway.
Just do it anyway.
Might be getting
all right. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
Yeah. Blue?
Too late in the day for that shit.
That's a bleep job, guys.
We'll have to bleep it.
Yeah.
Keep the reaction in, but bleep the joke.
Oh, that was
just awful.
Up the fucking red team. Up the fucking Magpies.
So that was from I won't name him. That was from a bloke I played footy with. We're at the races on the weekend. We were in teams for punting, red team and blue team. I was in the blue team. We lost. He was obviously on the red team, hence the up the red team. Sounds like you need some sleep there, mate.
How'd you end up in the blue team?
We were picking. I had little buds. There was red ones and blue ones.
Oh.
I freakishly picked the blue one.
Yeah,
I didn't name it after myself. That'd be the height of arrogance.
Hi, Bluey and Gabe.
Another lady.
Here's my story, but I'd like to stay anonymous. I was chefing at a company and I was not fully recovered from having a very big weekend, and
Love your work.
I didn't see that a kid was anaphylaxis as I was working in a childcare cooking, and I potentially nearly killed a kid. So yeah, that's my biggest work fuck up. And yeah, thanks guys for your content. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
You always make me laugh, so keep it up.
How good's that?
You guys rock.
You know, you rock for killing those kids. No, that's awesome. Thank you very much, anonymous lady, for the very kind words. And thank you for the story. So last week or the week before, I think we were talking work fuck-ups.
Yep.
That's obviously a pretty good one.
I don't know what anaphylactic means.
Anaphylactic is so people like bee stings and peanuts and they're like allergic.
Just an allergy.
Yeah. And my kind of take on that is sort of natural selection. So if you fucking peanuts are going to kill your kid, then that kid's got to go.
Grow up. You're an adult.
You got to
Eat the
go.
peanuts.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think you did anything wrong there.
I also lied about my biggest work fuck up.
Yes.
One's come to mind. I used to do some delivery work for fucking business, whatever.
Don't name them.
Yeah. Scraped the van on someone else's car.
Nice.
And they saw it. So I've pulled in, and you can imagine that fucking head noise.
Yeah, it's not good.
You get out, and I'm like, mate, I'm so fucking sorry, blah, blah, blah. Like, and thankfully it was a good bloke. He's like, yeah, that's fine, you're sorry. But like, who's paying for it? I'm like, mate, I should have fucking put it on the business. I'm sure there's something.
Oh, did you pay for it?
Well, I was like, mate, like, you know, I'll pay for it. Like, I'm fucking really sorry. Like, blah, blah, blah. Freaking the fuck out. And I give him my number, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, on the whole drive back, because I was all the way out Tuggerah, and I was like coming back in, and they're just like, I get the text, this whole drive, man, I'm in my head like, fuck. Like, I've just worked this whole day to probably pay for this cunt's car.
Easy.
Yeah.
You probably a whole week.
It wasn't too bad of like a scrape, and he's like, oh, mate, I buffed it out, it's all good. And I was like,
oh really? What a legend.
Thank fuck.
What a legend. At least you didn't kill any kids like that lady.
So more work fuck ups. Send them in.
Yeah, work fuck ups are a good laugh, especially if they're bad ones like that.
Righto, cunt. Well, I let the fucking curry pie slide. That's just a heinous take to start with.
Fuck off.
The cheese I thought was, you know, lactose and tolerance and whatever the fuck that shit is, but that's just a fucking spicy bag of bullshit as well. But strike three, mate, Fireball's not fucking whiskey. Whiskey is fucking whiskey.
You're in with this,
not
man.
this fucking cinnamon swirl fucking dainty little cunhole that you fucking dipped in your ass and had a fucking sip of after a fucking girly couple of fucking cruises. Even though, side note, fucking love the cruises.
Up the cruises.
Shout out to Big Zesty, if anyone knows the great man himself.
The goat.
But fuck, mate, if there's strike four, it's fucking... I'm fucking done. No.
I told you were pissing people off with your fucking
mate.
Curry. So he's got you for the curry pie, the cheese, and then the fireball.
You were on board with the fireball, mate. You're not scot-free on that one.
No, but I think the fact that you referred to it as, you were like, I had a couple of whiskeys. And it's like, they're not whiskey.
Yeah, they're the yummies.
Yeah.
The yummy whiskeys.
Yeah, I think this bloke's a hard drinker.
Yeah.
I think he's taken offense to the fact that you referred to it as whiskey. And he did. I know this fella, he's a good man. He sent me some, he goes, this is whiskey. And it was like 20-year-old age. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, brother, that would have done nothing for me. I will stick to the girly whiskeys.
Fuck, he didn't miss you there.
Love your work, mate. Keep the sprays coming.
I got one that's just in message form. Again, the classifieds, not only for abusing the fuck out of Gabe and myself and confessing to sinful shit you've done. We can also do some good in this section, guys. So if you've got anything you're doing or you want to get in touch with us about, this is from a listener named Emma, who's hosting a fundraiser for her mate Beck, who it's in honour of her mate Beck who passed away. But it's through I think it's not the Cancer Council, but it's a cancer fundraiser, The Longest Table. So you host a lunch and you raise money basically. So you like raffles and donations and stuff, and raise money to donate to sort of cancer research. Emma's doing this in memory of her mate Beck Goldsmith, who passed away. And we're actually going to put the link to, if you've got a couple of spare bucks or you want to help out, we're going to throw that in our show notes for this podcast and probably on YouTube and stuff as well. So, yeah, that is Beck's Table by Emma Vasolo. I hope I pronounced your name right. So if you're doing some good out there, guys, you don't just want to ring up and shit on us, get in touch. We can do that too. The link will be in the show notes for that one. Right, back to getting shit on.
Yeah, back to the bad shit.
Someone's
Everyone keeps talking about how they reckon you got a head for radio. Oh, I disagree, mate. I reckon you're a fucking good-looking bloke.
Thank you.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, way to sneak that one in.
That was me.
Voice changer.
More of that, please. Thank you very much, kind sir. I want more blokes getting drunk and telling me I'm handsome. I'm fucking here for that.
It doesn't get much better.
I'm here for that.
Hey, it's Dave from Newcastle.
Hello, Dave.
I'm sitting at Sunday morning on the stretch between Merriweather and Bar Beach.
The Golden Mile.
Must be nice.
Known as the Lycra Highway.
Of course.
The Boulevard of Broken Dreams, or as my mate calls it, the Simpson Desert, because he's never seen so much camel toe. But if I see another couple walking along with a fucking sausage dog, I'm going to spew.
Don't mind that take.
They're rats on a piece of string. Rant over.
This is great. I just love people giving us a piece of their mind.
Yeah.
Now, like me personally, I love all dogs. I don't think there's anything wrong with a sausage dog, but the fact that he hates sausage dogs, I like it.
Yeah, and by the tone of his voice,
he's pretty fucking not keen on sausage dogs,
bro. Like the reason I like that take is I thought he was just like over like hot young couples with sausage dogs.
Yeah.
I just feel like but he just thinks that they're fucking ugly.
It's more to do with the dogs.
Yeah,
it's not the fact that the pretentious couples are like buying them as a fashion statement.
Yeah.
Don't leave them out of it. It's the dogs. I fucking hate the dogs. Hey, that's what it's the classifieds for. You ring in and let us know how you're feeling. Get it off your chest.
And what was it? The Simpson Desert?
The camel toe.
Because of the Simpsons mouths, like Homer's mouth.
No, Simpson Desert in Australia because it's full of camels.
Oh, little camels.
It's full of camels. Yeah.
But if you do look at Homer's mouth,
it does look like camel toe. Yeah, I have seen that. I have seen that. Very funny. Thank you, Dave, for letting us know how you're feeling.
Look, we just left the game. Cattle dog should have happened. Bradman Best. Sexiest bloke that's ever played for New South Wales. Other than that, don't know much else. Catch your cunts.
Respect. Not much more else needs to be said. Boys won. Brady Best, good sort. Had a blinder.
Huge take. Best looking bloke for New South Wales. Joey would add it. He was a stud of the times.
Nico, best ever.
Yeah.
Brad Fittler was a bit of a spunk in his day. We've had some good sorts. Ryan Girdler. Mark Gasnier.
Yeah,
we've had heaps of fucking good sorts. Not so much now though. The current team's fucking not the sexiest. Nico was playing maybe, but we're not exactly the fucking sexiest team ever.
Cam Murray's got a bit of boyish
Cam Murray's fucking hot as fuck.
Yeah.
But
it's not the hottest squad. He might have been hottest this year. Again, I'd probably pin him up against Cam Murray. He's probably taking the cake for me.
Who's that?
Brady Best. He said Brady Best sexiest to ever play.
Yeah, he's not my cup of tea. Nah. I
want an innocent boy.
Yeah, Brady's like a man.
Yeah.
I want a little boy. What do you think I picked you?
Right, I've got to fucking carry on here. Your boys ever been to the fucking Survey or Woolies or whatever and, you fucking pay by something like cash and, the fucking cockhead behind the fucking counter, gives you a change, whatever, and gives you a fuckload of silvers and golds. And then you're going to be like that retard trying to put all your fucking silvers and golds in your coin pocket of your wallet, then your notes. Then you get him fucking go, fuck it, and throw it all in the same pocket, and then you drop it, and it goes everywhere, and then you just look at the biggest wet chin spastic out. Boys, ever that or just me?
That's trauma.
I mean, normally, if That ever happens to me. I just throw it in the change part of your car. You just throw change in the
coin
That's what it's
slider.
for. Then everyone's just got change in their car.
I
just do that. Don't let it. Why are you so out of breath too, bro? Why was that guy so fucking? He's like the guy. If I remember Malcolm in the Middle, the black kid in the wheelchair. He was like, "Don't."
Oh, I do remember.
Do that. Newy. That's what that guy sounded
That's a
like.
good impression.
Why are you doing it? That was this guy. I think he just rang up and was upset about the change.
I've had that experience. I recently got given a bunch of 5 centers, which was tough, but I didn't drop them all.
Don't let it ruin your day. Just put them in the glove box and move on. That's my advice anyway. And get an asthma puffer or something, mate. That's fucking. Sound like you need help, guys. That's the end of the classifieds. You did it again. You're 4 from 4. We're in our 4th week, and you just keep delivering with the nonsense on the classifieds. I love it. I fucking love it.
It's fucking awesome.
It's awesome.
So cool that you guys want to ring in and tell us your yards and have a laugh with us. It's so sick.
Thank you. And it's good shit. Thanks, guys.
If you're a betting man, I think we'll hear from Dallas again next week.
Dallas has not missed a week. If Dallas doesn't ring, I'll be ringing him to be like, "Yo, are you okay?
Yeah, is everything all right?"
Because Dallas,
king of the classifieds, people are
and he's fucking throwing some good questions into. He could be the king of the classifieds.
That's what I'm hearing. Good sources are saying it.
Definitely, guys. We've done nearly 2 hours.
Holy shit!
I'm
bro.
fucking for a couple of tired, hungover men. That's a fucking fair effort.
They energize us.
You guys give me life. Gabe, you got anything you want to close the show with?
Guys. Rate the podcast so we can go to fucking Vegas. 5 stars, like, share it, tell a friend.
You guys are doing a hell of a job. We love you. We love bringing you the news every week. We nearly did 2 episodes.
Save us doing one next week.
No, we will.
Of course, we'll be back.
We will do more next week.
3 hours.
We'll start going to do Rogan style news, and we're just going to fucking go for it. Guys, have a great week. Send your classifieds in. Send us chewing suggestions.
Join the newsroom.
Look after yourselves. Be well. Fucking see you next week.